Good to go. All right, I'll start off. You guys saw the news with Ryan Kelly. Placed him on IR. Won't be season-ending IR. So hopefully get him back sooner than later. Bernard Raymond is cleared protocol. He'll be practicing this week. Yeah. It's good to go.
With Kelly, what injury? Did something new happen with him, or I know he's had a couple.
He has a knee. Okay. Yeah.
Is it the one that was on the injury report last week and it got?
He has a knee. Yeah.
You said he can return this year.
Yeah.
What do you lose in him?
What's that?
What do you have to replace? I mean,
Veteran presence, obviously been doing it at a high level, team captain for us, great leadership, obviously been doing it for a long time. So anytime you lose a guy like that, it's tough. But we're excited for Tanner's opportunity. When he's had to play, he's played well. So looking forward to Tanner's opportunity coming.
What sticks out about the way Tanner's played, what he gives you guys when he's in there?
Just excitement, toughness, you know what I mean? He plays physical. Obviously, when he got his opportunity early in the year, he did a hell of a job. So excited for his toughness. Really smart, cerebral player, sees the game well. So it should be good.
How do you jumpstart the run game? I think with Joe at QB, you guys haven't had the same sort of production.
Yeah, I think it starts up front, just fundamentals, details, making sure we're on our assignments, our alignments. We got to be physical up front. That's where it starts. And then obviously looking at what they're playing defensively from a front standpoint, what can get us going. Obviously we want to create the explosives, but too, even the 4 to 5 yard run, staying efficient in the run game is going to help.
Shane, is his hand okay? He came off the field.
Yeah, he should be all right. Yeah.
Shane, with Pitt, again, whether it's been 4 or 5 weeks ago about the back injury, is this simply a week-to-week thing? How's he feel?
That's right.
Do you have it checked every week?
Yeah, it's a week-to-week thing with him. I mean, like I said, he's one of the toughest guys I've been around. He keeps battling, and we'll keep monitoring it, week to week with him.
You guys decreased his playing time last week. Was that due to the back?
No, not necessarily. I mean, he's got some. Obviously, he's dealing with some stuff, but obviously, we're trying to get him the ball as well.
Are you just kind of following his guidance on that, or
he knows his body better than anyone. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he's battling through it. Man, he's been battling through it, showing the toughness, wants to be out there with his teammates. So we're just taking it week by week.
It's not just the running game, but do you think some of the third down issues you've had comes from first and second down not getting into those third and shorts?
A little bit. I think we had a few, third and mediums last week that we didn't convert, but we got to get back on track on third down. I think we were pretty efficient there going, early on in the season. The last 2 weeks haven't been up to our standards, so we got to get back on track.
What's kind of the staple of the Buffalo defense when you watched them?
I think when you watch them as a whole, their team defense, they fly around together. I think they play physical together. You know what I mean? They play their scheme and they play it well. You know what I mean? They've been doing it. They've been in that system for a long time with Sean McDermott and obviously Bobby Babich being there. They fly around and they play what they play and they play it really well. Obviously the safeties, Rat back there. He's doing a hell of a job. And then up front with Oliver, he's a good player. And obviously they still got Von Miller who's doing it at a high level. So it'll be a hell of a challenge. They're a good football team. Offensively, they're explosive. As we know, the quarterback makes that thing go, makes a lot of plays with his legs, getting out, creating the scrambles, creating the big plays. So we got to stay on top of that.
Shane, you talked a lot about Joe's leadership, his experience. What tangible things like his skill set do you look at and say, okay, this is why we can win with him?
I think the way if you watch him, obviously in the games he's played early on, obviously you're just throwing the football. He's doing a hell of a job with that. You know what I mean? Getting the ball out of his hands, finding completions. Just a veteran leader that's been doing that at a high level.
You all went under center a lot more, I think, ever during your tenure. Was there a reason for that with Joe, or just? Yeah,
I think Joe's had comfortability, under center and stuff. So you mix it up, whether you're under center in the gun. He does both well.
When Anthony came out of college, some people kind of comp his college experience to Josh Allen's a little bit, early years. Did you think that comp was there? Did you see any correlations between the early years?
Yeah, I don't like to compare players. You know what I mean? Obviously, Josh Allen's doing it at a high level, and I think every quarterback has their own story and has their journey, through their NFL career.
Shane, so many close games you guys have been in all year. What is your approach, would you say, going into this latter part of the schedule, especially in November?
Yeah, I've said it early on in the year, we got to start playing our best football in November and December, and now we're into November and playing that complementary football and really taking it one day at a time. I told the players today, let's focus on today, being the best versions of ourselves today and having great practice, and then we'll worry about tomorrow. But focus on the things that we can control today so we can get done what we want to get done on Sunday.
Did you and Chris have any discussions yesterday about potential trades or
Yeah, I mean, I talk to Chris all the time, but, Chris handles the personnel department and trust everything those guys are doing.
A lot of 12 personnel last week. Just is that because of the Vikings or just?
Yeah, part of the game plan. Part of the game plan.
Shane, is Taekwondo getting closer?
Yeah, he's continuing to improve. Yeah, I don't have a timetable on his
You
return.
can open the window now. I mean, is it?
Yeah.
He's missed 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, he's still working through it though. Yeah.
What's like a normal week for Anthony look like right now compared to obviously what he was doing?
I mean, preparing like he's the starter. You know what I mean? Getting his work in, meetings, everything, rehab, all those different things, treatment, watching film. I mean, process stays the same. Keep grinding through it.
How do you think he's taken to that so far?
He's been great. Had a good conversation, brief conversation with us this morning. He's been good. He's taken it in stride, continue to develop and learn.
You said probably like the starter. Is the only difference just the reps in practice?
That's it. I mean, obviously you don't get the reps in practice, but you still got to be ready, locked in, engaged. Obviously walkthroughs when you're not getting the reps, taking the mental reps and going from there.
You guys been pretty good at home, 2 straight. Your thoughts on just getting ready, being back in front of the home crowd, taking advantage of being
No, it's great. It's great being back in front of the home crowd. I know it's going to be rocking in there. Anytime you get back at home, you get the home field advantage, which is good. And like I said, we've been playing good at home and look forward to Sunday.
Josh, I mean, we talk about his separation a lot. How do you see him just improve that area of it this year?
I think any year you go into year 2 and year 3, and as you keep developing, you see different looks, and you become a smarter cerebral player. And he is one of the smartest cerebral players I've been around as a young player, knowing coverages, how to attack it, finding the dead spots. And I think he's only going to develop and continue to grow in that area.
With getting Bernie back, what has he brought for you?
He's been solid over there, obviously. I think he's done a hell of a job. Tony's done a hell of a job with him, his toughness, understanding what we're doing on every play. Really smart player, so it'll be good to get him back.